fighter should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. And in this corner, Tommy the Duke Morrison, the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Who could forget some of his legendary battles from the 90s? Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, one of the most historically important fighters of all time.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Kansas City, Missouri, here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Fighting out of the blue corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Good defense on that left hook. They block the uppercut. Couldn't land that jab. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slayer's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit me in the right spot.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice hook there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching every move, that every twitch.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Good defense to block the hook. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Joe Louis in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to...
Oh, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. The ground bomber in some trouble. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this.
There's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is...
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And down goes Morrison. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down. Morrison is hurt. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action. Hold it right there. Tommy Morrison. Oh no, what's happened? survived that.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You don't want to trade shots. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And Morrison did not handle that punch well. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Right hook won't score. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox the fight and beat them on points.
They got out of the way of that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That right hook won't score. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some guys with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger.
Catch and shoot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. And down goes Morrison. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. And right back in. Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Trying to buy time. Hold that thought. Joe Louis in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Round 8, and we're off again. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Joe Louis in trouble. And it appears the onslaught. Did you see that? Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The ground bomber in some trouble. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The Hall of Famer Joe Louis is down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.